everyone, I'm Ayude, and you're welcome to another episode of A Guide Through Life. Thank you for joining me again today. I really appreciate it. Let's just do a quick recap of our last episode where we talked about loud deliverance. We talked about how when God delivers you, He does it in a way that nobody can say that it's not God. Even our enemy can never deny that this is God working in this person's life. We use the example of the Israelites, which we all know, and how Pharaoh's act was hardened, so that when God finally delivers them, it will become very, very clear to the Egyptian and to the Israelites that it is God's work. Today we're talking about something a lot of us struggle with, including me: complaining, especially in a season where it feels like nothing's working, especially in the storm, especially in the wilderness, especially when it feels like there is a definition of wilderness going on in our life. We always complain. And that's the same thing that the Israelites was doing. They had just witnessed God. He had just saved them from Egypt, the old plague, the parting of the Red Sea, the pillar of cloud. They witnessed all of that. But as soon as it got to wilderness, they started complaining because they were thirsty, they were hungry, they just wanted food, they wanted to drink. And they forgot who brought them out of Egypt. They forgot that is God. It's like the Israelites would just, all of a sudden, all their troubles would make them forget what God has done for them in the past. But because our God is good, is always good, is kind, is patient and faithful, He still keeps providing. He gave them manna from heaven, quill, water from the rock. He kept on showing up. And He said, I would rain down bread from heaven for you. The people had to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this way, I will test them and see whether they will follow my instruction. This shows how even God noticed that there was lack of trust. It was very evident. They were always complaining at the slightest inconvenience. And does this remind you of anyone? Look inward and you realize that at the slightest inconvenience, we're just like the Israelites, complaining, lamenting. Why me? Why this? Why am I going through this? And it's just that it's just surprising how we quick to forget everything that God has done for us in the past. Sometimes we just need to look back and see that we are walking in answered prayers. And now I get it. Sometimes it feels like you're in a place where you don't even know what to eat. I understand that feeling. I know that it can be tough. Keep saying I should not complain, but some people are going through it like crazy that they don't even know what to eat. You don't even know where your next meal is going to be coming from. But you have to still take a step back and just close your eyes and say, God, I trust you. I don't know how, but I know you will. You said you provide for the birds. You said you provide for the ants. How much more me you will provide for me? And it will. The money will come. That needs that needs to be met, it will be met. The bills that need to be paid, it will be paid. That's what comes out of trusting in God. He never disappoints because He has made His promise and He keeps His word. And if we can remember that, instead of dwelling in our problems and seeing that, oh, this is not working around right now, and saying that, oh, I need 10,000 this thing, and you sit back and say, you created me and you said you're going to take care of me. And right now, I can't take care of myself. I'm putting my trust in you. It will always come true. This is not just, it's not like I'm saying this just to sound sweet or to, like, I don't know what I'm saying, but this is something that's happened to me personally. This is tested and trusted. I've had moments where I look into my bank account and I don't have money in my account. And with faith, trusting in God, when a bill come up, I'll say, oh, okay, how much is it? Don't worry, God will provide. And guess what? He always does. No capping. It takes care of his own. One way or the other, that bill will be paid for. He always provide. If you look back, you realize that this is not the first time we find ourselves in situations where it feels like we can't escape from, situations where we just need God to intervene. And He always does. And if not, I used to tell a friend something. See, you can't magically change your situation, right? If you could, like if you were rich or something, that you had the power to change your situation instantly, you would. But you can't. You don't have that power to change your situation instantly. But you know who has that power to change your situation instantly. Why don't you just trust him and put your faith in him and believe that he's going to take care of you? I know that it can be hard because not knowing what to come and totally just giving everything, surrendering everything to God and saying, take care of it, you will take care of me. People might even look at you after God start taking care of you and think that you are something, you are fine, you're okay. Many people won't even believe that you don't have money in your account because what they are saying is not looking like someone that is broke. You know that maybe skincare that you keep buying and you don't even know when the next one is going to come. And when you use it, people don't know that it's God that provided. People don't know that. They'll think you have so much that you're taken from, but it's just God holding us because He's our sustainer, He's our provider. He's not promising a life free from pain right now on earth. That's what you get when you are done with all this earth thing and you're ready to do internal life with Him. That's what you get, but there's still going to be pain. But during that pain, we just have to trust Him. During that depression, we just have to trust Him. When it feels like things are not going right, we just have to trust Him. And when we really trust Him, He will provide. Look at the Israelites. Even when they didn't trust Him enough, even when they were complaining and complaining, He said He was going to send down manna every day. It's because He has endless supply. Like He will provide manna every day for 6 days of the week because Sabbath day was meant to be kept holy. I kept on providing. But you know the Israelite, they can't help themselves. They always complain. Always. But if you look back to the beginning, my first episode, I explained that we were never ever meant to be on survival mode. We were not created for that purpose. We were created to be taken care of. But sin introduced that survival mode into our life where we have to till the soil. We can't even help that. It is our new way of life. Instead of the life that we're meant to have in the Garden of Eden, let's try to surrender our life to God because This life is not as easy as people say. Like it's easy. It's, it has ups and downs. When you decide and tell God, Lord, you formed me in my mother's womb. Lord, you formed me in my mother's womb. You created me. You will take care of me. I surrender my life to you. I won't be afraid anymore. I will go where you lead me. I will trust you to keep me. You'll see just how God is truly good. You just need to try. You just need testimony. You see that you'll be working in testimony to just testing with whatever you're going through right now. Just testing with your need. Testing lack. Like we are meant to be children in the eyes of God. We are meant to be babies. We're his child. Remember, we're children of God. And let's act like a child in front of him. As a child will ask his father for anything. Rely upon him, depend on him. It's the only one you can actually depend on successfully because as an adult now, we know that we can't depend on our parents anymore. We're whole grown. Everybody feel like we can do our thing now. We can't depend on an uncle, auntie, brother, sister, nephew, cousin. Can't depend on them anymore. But you know who we can depend on? God is the only one that we can depend on as an adult. And I I think that any adult right now that doesn't have him to depend on must be going through a lot because even if I'm able to depend on, I know what I'm still going through. But imagine if you don't even know that you have somebody that can take away all your pain and you keep putting yourself in so much stress, so much worry over things that you don't have power over, and you don't tell God that I don't have power over this thing. I can't change my situation right now, but I know you can. Please change my situation. When we put ourselves on please change my situation, we're already surrendering your problems to you. Many of us don't know that as we are complaining, as it feels like things are not working right now, we don't know that we are living in answered prayers. We just need to take step backwards and look at our life on a bigger scale. Look at where we're coming from. Look at where we are right now. Even then, there were times where we used to worry about food or survival. Many of us still. But now, to look back, we realize that we are sitting in an answered prayer now because some of the things we asked them for, he has done it. And when we keep trusting actively, you know that you will do it. Now, we are no longer worried about the things they used to be worried about. Now we're worried about something different. And 5 years from now, when we look backwards with very present parents, we have cause to glorify God. So today I'm encouraging you to take a look back. The Israelites didn't take a look back because if they did take a look back, they will see that God killed the first ones of Egypt just to get them out of Egypt. That's how far God is willing to go for them. It does not just do that, it went before them. I only got to um the end of the road when it feels like, oh, this is the end of the road. God still made the end is over. It parted the whole Red Sea in so walls of water, and they still forget all of that, forgetting that the God that did that would never let them suffer. Any small opportunity they have, they will say things like, Christian, so we shouldn't have brought us out from Egypt. In Egypt, you were doing fine. If you were doing fine, you will not cry to God to save you. But finally, He has saved you. Like we always do, please help. Please help me on this situation. And when it helps you, and you'd find yourself in another situation almost immediately. It gets that it just worked miraculously in your life. Forget that You just did something that you've always been praying for. You forget that you are walking in, that you are walking in answered prayers. So if you did it before, it will do it again. So he's always faithful. And he's not about to stop now. He's always going to remain faithful. Just let him do his work. Just trust him and surrender every of our problems, everything to him in prayer. No matter what it is, may you feel down, give it to God in prayer. When you feel dejected, tell it to God in prayer. And if you feel hungry, tell it to God in prayer. And even if you are like, oh, what do you do about it? Just trust him and beg him, and you'll see what God will do about it. Stay grateful, keep trusting, and remember you're living in answered prayers. Until next time, bye.